Today, those ship captains are saying, if my ship's inside the Persian Gulf and needs to get out, I probably am not starting my engines yet, just because they have declared the strait to be open. Nobody wants to be the first guy to test that. If you got $1 billion ship you're responsible for, and if you lose it, they're going to take it out of your paycheck, then you're probably not going to want to be real ambitious at getting out. But a lot of those ships that are
Thank
in
you,
the
Senator
Persian
Collins,
Gulf
for
do
your
want
hard
to
work
get out.
and
They've been
dedication
stuck there
in
for a long
passing the
time.
Social
Not just
Security
oil
Fairness
tankers,
Act
but they're
for retired Maine teachers, firefighters.
fertilizer, bulk carriers, cargo carriers, all kinds of stuff that have been stuck in Dubai for some time, and they want to get out. So we may see a mass exodus if it proves that it's possible to get out. And the real test is going to be, do they come back in? Are we going to see ships coming back in, knowing that at any time Iran might change their mind and shut the Strait of Hormuz again? So we'll have to watch that.
Yes,
Okay, next. Is Saudi Arabia still sending money to the USA to continue the war?
Yeah.
They offered to do
sometimes,
so. I don't think that it's actually,
do,
we haven't received a check yet.
Periods without
They said they would do it
so much carbs.
if we would continue the war. I would say that Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, and Qatar are not super happy about this. I mean, in the short run, it's good, but in the long run, that threat from Iran still remains. So we haven't finished the job, and we'll just have to see. And that's one reason probably why President Trump is continuing the blockade, is just to placate those Gulf states. Could be. Next.
Yeah, well, that would be, I try to stay away from
opening the strait is just an Iranian trick to get de facto international recognition of Iranian ownership of the straits. Danny?
What would be an example, like a dense carb? Like a heavy, like a bagel, a heavy one. The thin one, have you tried they have thin gluten-free bagels that are really good.
That was fake news.
I think they're delicious.
What will Trump do to Israel
the dairy-free cream cheese? Or just regular cream cheese, and then, well, I guess the dairy-free is regular to some people.
Lebanon. They still have their troops in Lebanon. If their troops get shot at or threatened in any way, they're going to shoot back.
The Saudi thing. I think it's like a lot of like jackass stuff. Do this. Throw a pool ball at his balls. I think it's kind of the same thing.
We're going to do what's in the best interest of the Iranian.
But I mean, I would take their advice. No, why not? That would be the Korea people, Kim Jong-un. So you have the Saudi doing that stuff, and then over in that realm,
can you please say
no, it's like Saudi, Korea, who's Ukraine,
She's
Iran.
She's Air Force BMT. Very proud of her taking this leap of faith. Okay, well, let's pray for Bailey. Lord God, we thank you for Bailey. We pray that you give her strength and courage and just lots and lots of energy to get through basic training. And we thank you for her willingness to serve our great country. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Okay? This is becoming a prayer meeting here. How do we know they really are giving us all the nuclear dust? Well, we know how much they have, and so as long as we can count, we should be able to measure and see if they've given us all that we know they had. If they had more that we didn't know they had, that might be a problem. Would you run for president, and if so, what would you do differently as it pertains to foreign affairs and American public interest? No, I would not run for president because there are not enough Secret Service agents to protect me from my wife, because she would not be happy if I did that to her. If I was president, though, what I would do differently as pertains to foreign affairs is, number one, I would stop insulting our allies and start insulting our enemies instead. President Trump is much harder on the Pope than he is even on Iran. He's saying Iran, they're tough, strong people. We're good people. Yeah, we have a great relationship with Iran right now. And he's telling the Pope he can go to hell. So, I mean, that I wouldn't say that that's exactly diplomatic. I don't think that's presidential. I don't think it's respectable to do things like that, and it's certainly not helpful for American interests. To damage American hegemony across the globe because you have personal spat with the Pope or with European governors or whatever. President Trump was hammering on NATO again today. And saying they weren't there for us.
When they do put themselves out there in those positions, they sit back and just want to say, see, look at the threats. And if they're not getting any, they make them up. They get radicals to actually do it. That's what's been happening. It's not made up. And it's not even funny. It's actually really sad too when you think of reality kind of thing. Yeah. You don't even have to really use your imagination. Maybe trying to figure out how to get people to acknowledge reality.
Minor skirmish by comparison to what it could be. They weren't there, so I don't think they'd be there for large skirmish, and therefore I think
you don't really have to use your imagination to make
so that's President Trump hammering on NATO again. I understand the sentiment
exactly.
of Americans to think that it's a waste of money, but what he's saying just simply isn't true.
Misportray.
NATO has been there for us when we asked them to be. The one time that we invoked Article 5, that something that didn't have anything to do with Europe. It was after 9/11 when we got attacked, and we invoked Article 5, and all of the NATO nations sent their sons and daughters to Iraq and Afghanistan to fight alongside us. And most of them had people die and be injured in that. So
not really.
He keeps saying they weren't there for us when they actually were. Now he's mad that they didn't send ships to the to this conflict to try to open the Strait of Hormuz. And I think it would have been in their best interest to do so.
It's a matter of having that stuff.
But why would they do that when literally a month before this started, he was telling them he was going to take over a NATO country or a territory that belonged to a NATO country, Greenland. He's still talking about that. We're going to take over Greenland. We're going to take over Greenland. Like, okay, we're going to invade a NATO country, but we want NATO country to come help us in this war of choice that we have against Iran. It's understandable why those NATO countries are reticent to do so, because he's just been insulted over and over again. And so what would I do differently if I was president? I would not do that. That's really bad. I also would not spend hours and hours each day tweeting things out. I'd have an assistant who had my phone, and I'd say, hey, send a tweet out about this. They would run it through ChatGPT and make sure it's spelled correctly. Because look, in my opinion, it doesn't make the U.S. president look very good when he misspells things in his tweets, when he capitalizes every other word, and everything he tweets about is
observation.
I'm the best, I'm the best.
It does show that.
One shred of humility in President Trump. I think that a person should be more humble person. Okay? It's just always perfect.
Goodness, look at that.
So, but if you're going to be a leader of the most powerful country in the world, you're going to be held up to a higher standard. At least you should. Next.
That's awesome.
How can we get the status of the underground Christian church in Iran? Latest concern is report of accelerated persecution during the ceasefire, including 1,100 hanged.
I mean, just the fact that they're even observing and discussing those things, and seeing as we know that, and that's been
who was imprisoned and tortured
survival tactics almost in a way.
We just put that out yesterday. So go look here.
Keeping your own sanity too, and not doing anything to hinder those kind of investigations or
are Israel and
a hindrance to that truth surfacing in those cases.
Yes, they are. There are a lot of Jews
very
in
touch and
Ukraine.
go.
So yeah,
seen that over the years, pretty much all of
Will
them.
Hezbollah continue to receive large amounts of weapons
The ones that
after
I'm
the
aware
Iran
of.
deal
I mean, I
is
can only
finalized?
speak on the ones that are in my
Remains to be
conscience,
seen.
you know, awareness.
It's been
Obviously,
one of
there's
our
many
conditions
more,
that Iran
but
must
just the ones
stop
that
supporting its
I've
proxies.
been aware of.
But Iran has not agreed to that at all yet. So any peace talks that we've had should contain some discussion about that. But we don't know. We'll just have to wait and find out.
Right, and I mean, I can't say for sure there's other ones, but I mean, it'd be dumb of me to not kind of be a little presumptive there. That there's probably, if those are the ones that just I'm aware of, and these are networks that handle those things. So then you see different ones day after day after day on those channels and stuff like that. This is the same kind of thing they did right before it's a fair assumption.
Invasion of Ukraine. So we're obviously going to have to keep an eye on that. I'm not real worried about it because, number one, NATO would get involved if that were to happen because Estonia.
Yeah, I mean, whether or not there's more, I mean, just the ones that Russia you know of in the current conditions,
Russia would just
hostage situations and dire situations.
So I don't think that we have to really worry about that. But maybe so. I could be wrong. They might just be stupid enough.
Yeah, exactly. That's enough.
Who claimed the sea mines planned by RGC? Well, I already talked about that. Yeah. President Trump says that the Iranians are removing those sea mines. Meanwhile, we don't know if there actually were any out there or if there are, whether Iran can even find them. There we go. Is it true that they have Navy ships running out of food? Supposed sailors posting they're running out. There was a post that was made that showed a sad meal on a tray that was apparently uploaded by a sailor.
Yeah, those aren't usually the ones that we watch. Those aren't usually ones that go into those kind of assignments. Those are usually go into like a lot of them will probably go into police work or some go into. You never know. Some wind up being a chef. You know.
When I was in combat, I went days without eating. I had MREs.
The one that the trading one we watched the other day. Yeah, because the trading there it really sets you up and opens the door to a lot of different kind of occupations. Kind of gives it
down there for 3
skill
weeks.
set.
All they had to feed us was
that is useful and utilized throughout a lot of different fields.
And so we ate lasagna 3 meals a day for weeks. To this day,
exactly.
I hate lasagna. I don't like to eat lasagna. So stuff happens. These are the people who are up in arms about this are the same people who are just excoriating the U.S. military for feeding our troops steak and lobster, which is a thing. That's something that's commonly done, like maybe once a month or once a week even. That they have a big steak and lobster.
Yeah, and of course you're back to square one with that, how
tremendous amounts of
implementing
protein and getting them to
those
eat
options and
protein
resources
to actually
more
maintain muscle mass is sometimes a challenge. And it helps keep morale. So, once in a while you're going to get a meal that really looks like, as they say, stuff on a shingle. But that's not out of the ordinary for the military.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They will survive. Next.
I was laughing at you too.
That
was like a double whammy.
Just withstood the strongest army in the world. Iran just withstood the strongest army in the world. Why are we stalling and not truly bringing down the IRGC? So your
you
guess
don't feel special. I laugh at my own shadows.
Next. Why did Israel break ceasefire with Lebanon? Because Lebanon blew up one of their vehicles with 4 IDF troops in it. And Israel responded. Didn't Trump enter the war due to Iran's regime shooting protesters? Yep, he did. And so far we haven't helped them a whole lot. Next. Thought they capitulated. They're still firing on ships. So far, at least as of going live today, an hour ago, they have not fired on any ships recently. Next. How much of an environmental disaster will a large oil tanker being destroyed, spilled in the Strait of Hormuz create? 2 million barrels of oil? It's a lot. That'd be really bad. That'd be a heck of a cleanup. Green equals freight. What are they delivering to Iran? Well, they may not be going to Iran. We're talking about the marine traffic if we go up here and share this one.
Cool.
The green vessels are cargo vessels. You see a bunch of them there around Bandar Abbas in the north. And these ones are not being allowed to leave, so they're just kind of parked up there right now. These are cargo ships that are likely coming from other places,
for that
like
class
Dubai.
right there. I'd say that one's been up and going.
Move over here, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iraq, etc. Okay, and we're allowing those to pass anyway. So if they want to go through, they can go through. Next. Do you think the Lebanese government's unwilling or unable to stop Hezbollah? No, they are willing, they're just not able. Right now, they are very willing to stop Hezbollah if they could. They just don't have the wherewithal to do it. Hezbollah is too entrenched still, especially in the south. Question, Chuck, when will the U.S. military start producing mass quantities of offensive and defensive drones? This is a huge problem. I'm making a video about that right now. It'll be out probably tomorrow. Or no, it might be out today. Today or tomorrow, anyway.
It's tomorrow. It'll come out today.
Next question. Did we send 2 ships through the strait during the VP meetings with them? Yes, we did. We sent 2 destroyers through there on a minesweeping pass. They went all the way through, turned around, and went all the way back with no incident. Well, actually, we were told that a drone was fired at them and they shot it down. My question, how will we find out that Iran is actually going to do what they say when a ship blows up? Not a good way to find out. Yeah, right. I mean, that's why you may not see a mad rush for the Strait of Hormuz right now.
Why would they think that?
Is there any validity to the video around the Navy SEALs have severed Iranian
well, that
lines
just
in the Strait of
goes to show,
Hormuz?
those connections.
I haven't seen
with the
that
networks
video.
and the funding,
Navy SEAls
but as
typically
you
don't
can
put
see,
out the videos of
amazing, wonderful
them
person
on operations.
that
Navy SEAls love to put out
protects
videos of them
wouldn't be
working
okay.
out.
Right, you see how there's a lot of common denominators, and there's usually one thing.
Are soldiers allowed to show clips of their living conditions while at war?
Yeah, I mean, for us, that's why.
Typically, no.
And then
I'm speaking as someone who was a part of the special operations community, so maybe the rules are a little different for us than they were for the regular military, for the Navy, or whatever.
The green, I think the green.
I think they are allowed to post on social media, but they're very constrained as to what they can post and what kind of information they can put out.
The green,
if they're putting out stuff
orange,
that might be damaging to the mission, you can bet somebody's going to be running in their room and sitting on their head very quickly. Next. Why does it seem Israel demolishes so much rather than targeted like we saw in Iran? Lebanon will look like Gaza soon. Yes, Lebanon will look like Gaza soon. And that's because Israel's long-standing policy is that if there is a structure that's being used for military purposes and is a threat to Israel, we will destroy that structure. So if we go into a structure and it's full of weapons, we're not just going to pull the weapons out, we're going to destroy the house that the weapons were in. This is meant to be a deterrent for bad behavior. And so they are turning southern Lebanon into Gaza right now, no doubt. Okay, I feel like Trump, I already got that one. We already talked about that. Thank you to our new members, Josh Kramer, new member Brittany Berg, and Vicky McCollum. Thank you for that. And 100-something or others from Live Animal. Trump won't talk about attacking any country from now on. Forget China. Iran has made him reconsider.
Person has their hands in the air from time to time. Obviously, no passenger.
What a stunt job, huh?
He almost ran over that cop. The owner of this car, though, lives in Florida. I do.
What was that? Was he?
Oh my God!
Yes.
You got your driver's license on you? in Florida. I'd be on the phone for you.
I'm Deputy Davis, State Sheriff's Office. The reason why I'm stopping you.
The owner of the car lives in Florida.
I was in an argument, and like it quickly ended. I'm sorry about that. I just like I want my like grandma's house to screw up. Sorry, I'm just like really worked out because my grandma and me like we're best friends, and I'm just freaking out.
Are you traveling by yourself or?
Well, my mom and my niece are over there in that blue car.
Okay, where are y'all going to right here?
Right here, just the Dollar General. My niece had the meeting.
Okay. And whose vehicle is this?
This is my boyfriend Ron's car.
Your boyfriend's car?
Yeah.
And how long are y'all going to be in Florida?
I don't know. I mean, well, he lives in Florida, so I'm like.
It seems like this is the 5th different ordinance we've seen doing the take on this one. I think because yeah, I mean it's a classic. You had the niece, the dog, the owner lives in Florida, his grandma, someone did his grandma get hurt. Yeah, so he's upset about that. I mean, just the whole thing. It's been that's the 5th or 6th different one that we've
How
seen
dense deployment turns into a felon.
Kind of an analytic take on it. That one was a lawyer class doing it. We've seen a lawyer, cop, psychological
Real.
analysis. Yeah, all these different ones. So yeah, we've seen that one hit all the different classes. Not surprising. The first time we saw it, we said, yeah, it would probably be good for. Yeah. What's that? Oh, for sure. I can absolutely. I can hold it in. Like a cry or anger or anything else. Sometimes I just let the laughter roll. I like to see what kind of sounds come out of me. That one's almost, some seem, what do you call it, autonomous almost. What's this one?
No!
What's this one? Okay, I'll watch that one for a second. What's this? 2 daughters regret texting their father about their mother and her fiance's minor argument. Funny came across this place. No, I haven't seen this one. It's on a channel I haven't seen it on, but I haven't seen this one either. We'll watch this one. Yeah. It's 27, almost 28. And I'll put it on 1.5.
No! Babysit! No! No! Babysit! No! No! David, no! Please! David, no! Stop! David, stop! No!
Some water, doing some stretches. What are you doing?
On the afternoon of June 17, 2025, officers from the Gentry Police Department in Arkansas arrived at a quiet residential home responding to a domestic disturbance call. What began as a knock at the door escalated within minutes into a forcible takedown and arrest.
Hey,
so how much of the Constitution actually crosses that threshold with the officers and how much stays outside?
Just please, for a minute.
You feel the way over your legs.
Mama, don't.
Contact me.
I don't have to come outside.
What? You want to see the? Yeah.
I need y'all to step out. We got call here. Okay, I need you to step out.
You don't have your
Just let us deal with this, and we'll be good.
other device there.
We're having an argument.
Okay, that's why we're here. So go ahead and step out. Now.
Hang on, give me 1 second so I can inform my fiance that.
Alright. Okay, come on out.
Yeah, it's him, the one that keeps harassing us.
I've never.
Oh, yes, you have. When I got pulled over at the gas station, over there.
There is a out of yard.
I know I'm gonna step out of the yard. You're not gonna raise your voice at me. I haven't done anything wrong. No, sir, you're not.
Step out of the yard.
No, David, no, David, no, David, no, please, David, no, David, no, David, no,
Put your hand behind your back. Do it now.
I got one contact.
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything. I didn't want to come outside because I knew this was gonna happen. I knew you were gonna fuck you. You did not.
I ain't double. Roll on your side.
Yeah, I guess
Why are you doing this to me? Why are y'all doing this? Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me?
Why are you?
What?
Can we talk without all this being
Just
going
the
on?
initial.
What's going on? We got called here.
And-
You slapped her in the face.
Nobody slapped anybody.
That's why we're here.
No, nobody. This is her. This is her. Hello? The cops have her detained.
Okay.
Do what? Well, she's getting in the back of the car.
Why is she getting involved with that?
I don't know.
You can continue. I'm just slowing down. What's going on?
Me and Melissa got into an argument, and the girls called the cops.
Right. So, okay.
When the cops opened the door, she told them she was not coming outside, that everything was fine, that they shouldn't have been called here.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me talk to the rest, please.
Let's rewind so classes that I'm wondering why. Because I think it was initially she just started yelling at him as though he didn't have a right to be there. And then said this one harassed me for some previous pullover. Sounded like they got pulled over and she considered that harassment for some reason. So yeah, I mean immediately they're not gonna, and then resisting, because when someone's like that and being aggressive, this is why we push for basic education about these things, because if you're being aggressive like that within the vicinity of an officer that has been called to your house for whatever reason, they have to detain you. They have to, for their safety and their other officers. And then if something crazy were to happen and somebody gets hurt, they're going to get questioned why they did not follow protocol and put an aggressive person into handcuffs and detain them while they question them about why they're there. They're not under arrest, but she immediately resisted. So then, now you're resisting. So that's, I'm pretty sure that's what happened, but we can go ahead and rewind and take a look. I know I was kind of talking and listening to some other things, but I'm a pretty good multitasker. With some things. I mean, if I'm dribbling a basketball,
I don't feel comfortable stepping out.
I might have a hard time working a cell
I
phone.
don't have to come outside.
But
I don't have to come outside.
Is your husband here?
well, if I dribbled with my right hand
We got called here.
and used voice
Okay, you step out.
commands,
Just let us deal with this, and we'll be good.
But you don't even know why you're being called. You were having an argument.
Okay, and that's why we're here. So go ahead and step
I
out.
could do it with my left thumb.
Hang on, give me 1 second
I
so I
have
can
to
inform my
dribble
fiance
slow.
that.
Alright. Good. Come on out.
Yeah, it's him, the one that keeps harassing us.
I've never.
Yes, you have. When I got pulled over at the gas station.
Wait, you want to see that again?
Just wait for a minute.
Class is doing an analytic thing as to why this person
I'm not
was
sitting on my
arrested.
phone. You really want to pull me over? You're not-
So right off the bat, she's I'm not stepping out. And he was very far back. He asked her nicely. He waved with his hand. Want to see it again?
We're fine. I'm not stepping out of my home. You're the one who pulled me over. You're the one who keeps. I don't feel comfortable stepping out.
Contact me. Female shoes are coming out.
I don't have to come outside.
We.
I don't I'm outside.
Is your husband here or your boyfriend?
Well, my fiance is here.
All right, I need y'all to step out. We got called here. Okay, so I need you to step out. Just let us deal with this, and we'll be good.
But we don't even know you've been called. We're having an argument.
Okay, that's why we're here. So go ahead and step out. Now.
Hang on, give me 1 second so I can inform my fiance that.
All right. Good. Come on out.
Yeah, it's him, the one that keeps harassing us.
Never.
Oh, yes, you have. When I got pulled over at the gas station, over there.
You're gonna step out in the yard.
I know I'm gonna step out of the yard. You're not gonna raise your voice at me. I haven't done anything wrong. No, sir, you're not.
Step out in the yard.
No.
So class is wondering that she raised her voice, he didn't raise his, so that was kind of.
I know. I'm gonna step out.
Yeah, just the initial too. I don't feel comfortable stepping out of my home. Why would you? Especially when officers are there. I mean, you should feel even more comfortable, right? So that's just a strange why people would feel that way. And that they feel for some reason saying I'm uncomfortable is an excuse to ignore the law. Or makes them exempt. No, I don't feel comfortable, so I can just... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seems to be a common denominator with a lot of different ones that we've seen in those classes.
You're not gonna raise your voice at me. I haven't done anything wrong. No, sir, you're not.
Step out in the yard.
No. David, no. David, no, please. David, no. I haven't done anything. No. David, stop. No. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything.
Put your hand behind your back. Do it now.
I haven't done anything. David, no.
Hey, I got one last chance.
I haven't done anything. I didn't leave when I come outside because I knew this was gonna happen. I knew you were gonna fuck up. You've been at me.
Hey, don't hold on your side. Okay.
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this? Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me?
Hey, can we talk about all this anymore? What's going on? We got called here that you slapped her in the face.
Nobody slapped anybody.
That's why we're here.
No, nobody. This is her. Hello? She's the top
No,
ever
Klaus
detained.
was just making a joke that she's wearing a NASA t-shirt and he's wearing an ACDC t-shirt.
Well, she's getting in the back of the car.
I don't know that close. I'm just laughing at how they're laughing.
I don't know.
You can continue to slow down.
Me and Melissa got into an argument, and the girls called the cops.
Right. So, okay.
When the cops opened the door, she told them she was not coming outside, that everything was fine, that they shouldn't have been called here.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me talk to the girls, please.
But as far as I know, because I'm still talking.
Nothing happened. We got into an argument. Things got loud. They called the cops.
Which starts an investigation. Which we have the ability to take people for investigation.
You don't have to keep the keys, so you can hand them to me. What is his issue?
Which one?
Him.
Him?
No, the big guy.
Oh, I don't know.
Why didn't he put his hands on her? She didn't do nothing to him.
She wasn't going to come out and talk to us.
She was right here outside talking to you. And then I came up here and I said exactly my piece. And then he went to grab her. She's like, I haven't done anything wrong. Then he put his hands on her. I know the laws.
Do you?
Yes. I'm a registered nurse, and I work with forensic patients.
Okay. Forensics and law are different.
Yeah.
We have every right to detain her during the investigation.
Yeah.
And she has to do what we tell her to do. Whether we tell her to stand over here, stand over there, she got to do it.
Okay. He don't have to put his hands on her, man.
So Klaus wanted to clarify too that aggressive behavior itself is not always a reason to just but if they're there specifically to question somebody for a call and they're investigating something and they're being aggressive, then that is when it's protocol to put somebody in cuffs or detain them. Right, and then if they then that would be resisting. Thank you for clarifying that. I think it's good for people to understand those things and be educated about those things, and there seems to be a huge lack of that. Square one, I think we've mentioned it a few times over the years in our classes and stuff. common sense concern across the board. Nothing personal.
When she says no, he does. Okay? When she don't listen, that's what happens. Mm-hmm. Yep, 100%. Like if we want to talk and I tell you we're gonna stand over here and talk, you gotta stand over there and talk. So what is going on?
So somebody called the two girls called. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to them. Can you stay with him?
That's fine.
Okay. Hey ladies, where you guys at?
Do what?
Can we chit chat with you? Okay. Where do you want to talk at? Where do you feel most comfortable? Okay. All right. We'll talk to you. Anybody else in the house?
No.
Okay.
There's just 2 dogs in the garage.
Okay. What's going on? So do y'all understand what happened out there? She was mad. When there's an investigation, we say, hey, you need to come out here and talk to us because.
I understand.
Okay. I know what's
It's just
that.
seeing my mom
I
like
understand.
that, and it get me like really emotional.
I know. Okay. So who called?
I think our dad.
Okay, your dad. Just don't break it. I'll run into that break. Okay. So what happened?
Okay, so what I heard is I woke up. I think at like 12, they've been fighting for a hot. Yeah, the door slammed like 4 times. They're slamming the door, right? They're yelling at each other.
Okay.
I'm like, it's another argument, another one. They always argue, like a lot, right? He always breaks something.
Okay. Did he hit her today?
I think so.
Okay.
She's like, hit me, and I hear it.
You hear her slap?
I can hear everything through my back wall. Like, their bathroom's connected to, like, I can hear it. Go look in the room. There's something probably broken.
Okay. So she said you heard. Can you tell me what it sounded like?
Like,
Skin on skin, or like a loud thud?
I don't know, from here and there, it sounded like a slap.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. And let me get your name.
Spoke to another girl, and that's what I heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she has screenshots, I could probably find them right now, of like him adding other girls on like Snapchat and like I'm adding them. See, like when they argue, I'm like nosy, I'm like, okay, what are they arguing about? He's like, about what they want to argue and stuff like that.
Okay. So, any other times he's here?
No, I don't think so. I heard they do. Well, this might be the lie, but they have a gun. I don't think they would use it. I think they'll use it to protect themselves. Yeah. So if they're like go on a road trip, you know, you want to break just in case.
Yeah.
Just a little ghetto, a little bit. So I don't know where it is. It could be in a room or in someone's car. I don't know where they put it. Okay. So right here when you walk in, it could be in this drawer. Right here.
Okay. Going on with the good stuff that happened today, he slapped her. She said, slap me, I dare you, whatever. Yeah. And you heard a noise that sounded like a slap.
And like some glass breaking.
There's a glass breaking.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. You guys okay? Okay.
Start with the doctrine that defines the encounter. Under Payton versus New York, decided in 1980, the front door of a home is a constitutional boundary. Officers may not cross that threshold for a warrantless arrest, absent consent, exigent circumstances, or hot pursuit. A subject standing inside retains the full home presumption. The refusal to step outside was not by itself unlawful. The second doctrine is investigative detention. Under Terry versus Ohio, a corroborated 911 call alleging intimate partner battery supplies reasonable articulable suspicion. That authorizes brief detention and separation of parties. But Terry authority permits movement control, not compliance through force against passive refusal. Hibble versus 6th Judicial District drew that line verbal non-cooperation alone does not ripen into probable cause for arrest. The third doctrine governs the takedown. Graham versus Connor 1989 sets objective reasonableness across 3 factors. Severity of the offense high. Immediate threat low, the subject was unarmed and not striking. Resistance or flight passive, only one arm pulled away. Under 8th Circuit precedent governing Arkansas, passive resistance warrants control, holds not a ground takedown. The force sits at the outer edge of Graham's reasonable range. The fourth doctrine is Miranda timing. Miranda versus Arizona requires warnings before custodial interrogation, not before arrest. Spontaneous statements from a handcuffed subject remain admissible, but the officer's question to the male party about whether the thrown vacuum was meant to intimidate is legally significant. Under Stansberry versus California, custody turns on a reasonable perception of freedom to leave. That pre-warning question may be suppressible. A separate statutory layer governs the charge. Arkansas criminalizes knowingly obstructing a public servant performing a lawful duty. The lawfulness predicate is essential. If the order was unlawful, the charge collapses. Here, the order to step into the yard during an active domestic investigation was lawful under Terry. The obstruction charge is statutorily defensible regardless of how counterintuitive the arrest feels. Oh yeah.
Did he slap you today?
No.
Okay, as your daughter saying he did?
No. He got angry and threw a vacuum, and he had never put his hands on me.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm asking what you did. Also, daughters are telling me that she said, fucking slap me. And then they heard a slap. Okay? And the caller, who was her ex-husband, says that she was slapped. Okay? So, she's denying that he was slapped, that he did throw a vacuum and do some other stuff. And she heard some glass breaking as well. So.
But she's saying he didn't slap her.
She's saying he did not slap her.
She did not slap
her. I'm sorry, he did not slap her.
He threw a vacuum cleaner.
Threw a vacuum cleaner, broke some glass. She just told me to throw a vacuum, and then they heard broken glass. So.
Okay, it was she's the one fighting.
She's the one that fights. So I opened the door, she's like, you're harassing me. I'm like, I've never talked to you in my life, but okay. And then we said, step out over here, and she wouldn't finish and come out. That's when he got on scene. We got her step to the, out away from him because he was coming up. So we kind of separate them, and then she's like, no. And then he was like, ma'am, and then she locked up. Right there.
Just resist. Passively.
Yeah, up until she went against the wall, and then was kind of pushing him away. And then so I got one arm, and I drug her out further away from the wall. I threw a cuff on her, and then rolled her over. And then I just, when I screamed at her, you put your hands on your fucking back. She
class is discussing whether or not they think she should be arrested. And they're extenuating circumstances, right? I mean, I think it's one of those cases where, yeah, but also some are saying maybe as opposed to arresting somebody, have some kind of, maybe not even have to take a class, but have some kind of education. Yeah, it could even be an online or some paperwork given maybe to explain the importance and officer safety and public safety. Like we just had, right, yesterday, was it in Virginia, a governor, lieutenant governor, and his wife, the kids called, a domestic, and you wind up a suicide murder situation. Sometimes officers get shot and killed in those kind of domestic disputes. So when someone's being aggressive like that right from the get-go, when they open the door on those kind of calls, I mean, you gotta understand their kind of safety and just, yeah, so when someone's being aggressive like that, other people are in the home involved in the domestic, right, and you hear about all these ambushes and different things happening, so yeah, it's good just for education and awareness, treatment and prevention. Yeah, I agree with you with that for sure. Right,
he's like, there's nothing happening. He's like, we're arguing, but that's it. That's his story. I haven't really in detail talk. I was mostly worried about him jumping in. And then, so. So. Yeah. I guess we'll see. Talk to Jeff and see what he's okay. WOLF at 1587. Here we are. Okay. No, we literally moved here to get them in a better school. Okay, you're in favor. Okay. But I know small towns, and I know small town bullshit. Yeah, I grew up in small town. Okay. She did too. Okay. So you want to tell you I work at Federal? Rules of procedure are all the same everywhere in the state. That investigation will go exactly this way there or anywhere else in the state. That investigation, they tell you to go somewhere, do something, stay here, stay there, you have to comply. Well, you stepped outside, they said they know. She was going to come out one day? She said she wasn't going to come out, and she stepped in here, and then we said, come over here, because we were trying to separate you guys so we could get the story, right? And then she's like, no. And then Ryan went to got her, and then that's when. You can go away, you can hear, you can say no. It's so easy to walk over here. Yeah, we're just going to go around the corner. So. Okay, I'll be right back. Is he good? Is he good? Okay, so he says he broke the vacuum. He didn't break any glass, and she's accusing him of cheating. Hey, let him go. She didn't, like the whole thing, you walked around and watched it, she said, you're harassing me. I've never talked to you again in my life, but what it was is, Chase had her stopped in that vehicle, it was an expired registration over at Max Law. He called for a second unit. I showed up, I didn't talk to her. And so maybe because, I guess, supposed to walk up on a traffic sign, and it was like staring at him, so he just wanted to have another unit. And he's like, well, then I see you everywhere. You're a gentry. And I don't sit static very often. Yeah, I don't sit static very often, so, but okay. So as far as criminal charges, I mean, obviously, this is our one district part. We're going to have charges. At the very least, we're going to district. For him, it's a hard break. I mean, I know it made it third in the middle of the fight. It wasn't an assault. Is it an assault? Yeah. He throw it to intimidate or scare her. Probably not anger, but yeah. They throw towards her, away from her, and did she do anything to assault him? I'm just saying. Yeah. In the very least, we got to resist it. Yeah. I'll double check with him on some of those things, and then if not, if it was just break the damn thing, not like he didn't like throw it towards her, to intimidate her, scare her. Okay. All right. So, when you threw the vacuum, describe to me that whole situation. Like, how did you feel? Like,
I didn't know. I just really picked it up.
Just slammed it on the ground. Just were you trying to scare her, or were you just trying to get her to shut up, get her attention?
Yeah, just go on.
Okay.
But nobody got hit. I didn't get hurt. Okay. Like that.
She hit you, though? No. Okay. So here's what we're doing. You're going to be thrown placed under arrest for resisting and obstruction of investigation. Okay?
I didn't mean to. I didn't know what was going on.
So here's what I'm going to do. We'll read you your rights, and then we can talk, okay?
I didn't know what was going on. I don't know I didn't know.
Let me see. Okay. All right, you have the right.
I know my rights.
I still got to read them. You have the right to remain silent. You understand?
I get shoes.
Yeah, I'll get some shoes. You have the right to remain silent. You understand those rights? Okay. I need you to say yes or no. Alright, then you'll take the charges.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand? You have the right to talk to privately. I'm sorry. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand? If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you for any questioning if you wish. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand? Okay. Do you understand your rights that they have been explained to you? Okay. All right. So we're not going to let you kids come see you. The reason being is because I'm not going to bring kids out here watching mom get handcuffed. That's just not how we're going to do it.
I promise I won't do anything. I promise, I swear.
We're not going to bring your kids out here to see you in handcuffs on the back of the
The last thing somebody see me is...
I know, I've already talked to them and explained to them and they understand what happened. And they're not crying, they're not upset.
Okay,
they're fine. They're like, we know mom can't do that. Yeah. And I said, okay. I'm going to go get you some shoes. You have them. I'll ask your daughters where they're at. Is that cool?
You can have some.
Okay.
I can have slides.
You can get some slides? Okay.
I mean, I don't... That's what you can have in gel.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get them for
Can I
you.
have socks?
Socks?
I don't know if I can...
I don't know if you have them in gel. I'll just get slides that way you don't have a lot of stuff to lose. Okay?
So this guy goes into Starbucks and tries to rage bait and end up triggering himself. Watch this.
How many rights am on your stuff right now?
It sounds like a good restaurant. Is that right?
No.
I just got a question about what happened. So, it was story.
Yes, ma'am.
So, in order for us to talk to you, you have to say what happened. Talk to us. You just talk to us.
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't want to come across as if I'm not cooperating by any stretch of the imagination. I also
Can you run this explain your answer? Thank you.
I also don't want to risk incriminating myself unnecessarily.
Okay, so
I don't really know what to do.
these are yes or no. We can't like tell you what to do. Okay. So what happened?
I got into a little bit of an altercation with a coffee man there. I don't know their name. But I ordered my coffee and I'm walking out and I see a big flag flying and I know it's not it bothered me and I very please. And I very respectfully talked to the manager. I said, listen, I don't hate people, I don't hate trans people, but women brings comfort on earth. There's not an American flag now. And I'm looking at this, transvestite or trans pride flag, and it really bothered me. I'm like, can you put up an American flag next to it? And then she started getting all upset and whatever. So I didn't press the issue. And I say, okay, so I take my drinks and I go, but it still was really bothering me. So I went back in and I ordered a Big Majesty tea with 2 bunnies, and I said, hold on, you were, so the pride flag triggers you, and then you order a mint magic with 2 bunnies. You ordered the gas green cleaner. So I go, but it still was really bothering me. So I went back in and I ordered a Big Majesty with 2 bunnies, and I said, can I have this for chocolate? And they were very upset and very divided, didn't really want to make it. They finally, I stand there for about 10 minutes, and all these people are going to more than and eventually they finally get literally come to me and say,
and they called me an asshole and said this and said get out of my store. I didn't say another word. I walked out, got my car, regretted my decision because they all know rather than they think I'm an asshole, which and that was that was not the right thing to do. I understand that. And that's all that happened. That's the
I surely hope not.
So unfortunately, yes, like you told you, we pulled off the end of the wall. I don't think there's a police department. I don't really make any difference, but you call them, or just you look at them, what's going on? Yeah, I think it's me, so that's not going to make any difference. If you don't say something, so they wish to proceed with prosecution, so we have to proceed, okay? They thought they were saying possible. And I know the vehicle is a work vehicle. Will that person with you would work? Yes, do you want that vehicle to be the keys given to him? Or you want the keys to go with you? Did you see the damage on the wall? Mm-hmm. What happened? Anything on the wall? Can you explain what the damage was? So when you snapped on the wall, it put like a little like the clips shit onto the wall and then pulled me off. So they cleared out the repaint the wall, which is this damage. But there's nothing on anything inside the way? Nothing on the wall for anything inside the way, essentially? It is on for you to took the bag away. Yes. Also, if you have a band at the station, I can have you in the band and they can put the custody from you. I said if you have a band or something, then I can have you go with the band so that you can have more room and they can put the custody from you. So, can I take my jacket off? Just have a seat. Yeah, I'm really nervous back here. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm nervous.
I've been in the back of a police car. It is, you get claustrophobic and it's hot as hell back there. But don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. Well, people make mistakes. I'm a good person, made a mistake. No, that dude went in and tried to rage bait them, and he rage baited himself. Yeah, but I'm telling you, but in a police car, it is claustrophobic. It's real tight. It is hot as an oven back there. Yeah. I have an attack. I just can't.
So I'm gonna see if there's a van. I'm gonna see if there's a van in which I can get your custody in the front, and you can get more room so you're not stuck in jail. Yeah, I am. I can show you what else. Oh, you're fine. Look, I did it. I'm understanding. Have you ever been arrested before? Exactly. So I will be freaking out too. So what I'm gonna say is if you put your face and you don't open to it, it's what I see. I'm open at
He was charged with criminal mischief for damaging Starbucks. He later entered a pre-trial intervention program requiring community service, anger management classes, and restitution. And if successfully completed, the misdemeanor charge will be dismissed. I got 2 hours. Walk straight back out or just over here, your nice repeat, whatever you call it. 15 minutes, drinking, call it a day. Yeah.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense what he says. You got the LGBT flag. Look, you have the American flag. The only reason why you can hang that LGBTQ flag is because you live in America. Well, you have to have both of them. We call it LGBT flags. He's in that. That's I feel it's okay. The way he behaves.
It does, yeah.
As a makeup artist, I've been known for blush. That was kind of my calling card, so that's why I love this campaign so.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Friday with Janelle. We got another video for you. We also got some good fries today. If you guys don't know what we got.
So a couple years ago, Korean sauce fries with rock and taco meat, all sorts of stuff on it, and then we have some chili cheddar fries. They actually have chili cheddar deluxe fries, but those have sour cream and onion on them, and he doesn't like sour cream. I know, that's why I got chili cheddar fries without sour cream. So we're good.
At least watch the videos. Sorry, I'm those guys. Thanks for watching After Passengers Basis Outburst. Let's go, we haven't seen.
So it looks like the plane is deplaned or it's just getting ready to board. This is passengers in the jet bridge.
Well, it looks like they deplaned it already. Oh, jeez. Citizens have to get involved. Pretty bad and slick. Other passengers had to get involved.
This was my parents right there took me to get over there, right? I told them I was left, and now this is where your airport is. I'm taking the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Investigators say the disturbance began before departure on an American Airlines flight at Tampa International Airport when a passenger directed offensive language toward a flight attendant and continued arguing with crew members and nearby passengers as the aircraft remained at the gate. He was later identified as 29-year-old Sahil.
Let me explain to you freedom of speech. Okay? Freedom of speech says you can say whatever you want. It does not absolve you of the consequences of what you say. And in some cases, freedom of speech can violate the law. And if you are being disorderly or threatening and intimidating, those are some of the examples. Those are some things. Right, those are some things not protected. And you can say something, you have the freedom to say if somebody may punch you in the mouth. That's part of the consequences of saying. So this guy was out running his mouth, and he found out that the airline didn't want him on the plane anymore.
Right, it's not like anything else. And you can, but you can drink and drive, but you can't. You can, but you can't. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, that's about an hour. Yeah, I just got back, so I'm gonna check that. It's beautiful.